Welcome to the DNice Show, IG Live from home. It's been a very productive day on my end. I hope everybody's having a great day. Thank you for everyone that's tuned in right now. We're about to have a artist spotlight that I want to broadcast to you guys. Not so long ago, like I've mentioned before, I watch DNice every single night. I am a club quarantine after dark member, and we're very involved. And one day he was putting on this song, and I kind of missed his introduction to it, and I vibed right away. It kind of brought me back to summertime. It kind of brought me back to like a Lumi D day, and I was like, who is that? I downloaded the song right away. I looked her up, and I was like, oh, we got something here. She's in LA. So her time difference is 11. We're at 2. She decided to accept the invite to the DNice Show so we can talk and broadcast her and just get her out there. The DJs are going absolutely crazy. DJ Craig G, DNice, I mean, you name it, people going crazy because the sound is so cool. You know what I mean? She has a new release called Live Better, and we're going to bring her in and we're going to talk with her and we're going to see what's going on in LA, what it is to be Latina in the music business, who are her influences, what is her song about, and her goal. All right? So we're going to bring her on. Hi, John DeSeo, my love. How you doing? Hi, Comedian Catch. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Please share, comment. If you have any questions, put down below. Please follow her. She's gorgeous to look at, so you won't be unsatisfied. All right? So let's bring her in. Let me see if I can get her in. Where are you, baby girl? Let me get you. Let me get you. Where you at? Where you at? I forgot how to bring people in. All of a sudden, I forgot how to bring people in. Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. All right. Do the damn thing.
Hey!
Hi, baby girl. Look at that
fast.
face. You are quarantined correctly, girl.
Oh my gosh.
Burn.
I had a special interview with a special person, so I put on, some makeup. Most of the time I be looking crazy on my IG Live. We be on adventures with my husband and stuff. It's crazy, but I decided to get all dolled up for you.
You look gorgeous. I love it. Your face is glowing. It's beautifully done. And thank you for the afro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
How's everything doing? How you doing, baby?
I'm good. I'm just surviving the quarantine day by day, taking it one day at a time. Not trying to really focus on too much of the future because you could get stressed out.
Absolutely.
Like when is this going to end? What's going to happen when society gets back to normal? Am I ever going to go back to Disney World? Like I'm just, so I'm just trying to not think about those things and just stay positive and make sure that I'm living better every single day.
Absolutely. Right. I want to welcome. Yes, definitely. I want to thank everybody for joining us. Even your husband's on here, who's a minister.
Yes.
So you got kind of first dibs on the faith.
I'm a preacher's wife.
Yes. Hi, Mr. Bell. Minister Bell.
Free Disney. He's so funny. I see everybody that's joining. Hey, guys. I think I have the whole club quarantine in here.
Let's do it, girl. I mean, this has put you on the map. I'm sure you've been out there. We're going to talk a little bit about your journey. If you have to leave at a certain moment, please let me know. This does end in an hour, but I'm free. Like, you're my last interview for today.
Problem. So. Don't worry about time. I took out an hour because IG only gives you an hour. So
absolutely.
Yeah,
I had to get you because the hype around you is very big. And I said, it would probably be very hard for her to get to New York or just the scheduling for studio. So I said, let me get her now before she becomes too big for me. And let's do it on Instagram Live. And you just accepted it, and you were very humble and very sweet about it. And you look beautiful, and people are liking you and loving the song. Can we go into the song a little bit? It's called Live Better. And to me, it's up-tempo, and it's kind of reminiscent of certain females we've heard before, but it's a great feel. So thank you for bringing that back.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I don't know if you know this, but I'm originally from New York.
Ooh, what part?
Harlem.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I have family in, well, I grew up in Harlem. I have family in the Bronx. I have family in Washington Heights. So
Nice.
I'm a New York City girl.
Yes, for
And
sure.
so that's why I guess that's where you get the down to earth, humble, or whatever, because I'm about that life. Like, I remember those days. Like, I'm never gonna forget, you know, those type of moments of my life, you know?
Right, right. Definitely. How's LA treating you? How has been the transition? I went to LA in November. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't fall in love with LA, but I fell in love with the weather. And
Yeah.
Cali is a beautiful state. And there's so much opportunity over there. And I thought about moving over there to do the hosting, the television. But the thing is that I'm building here so much in New York. And they do say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. So I'm trying to
That,
like, you know,
yes.
but
Yes.
how is that transition from Harlem to LA, and how's it treating you?
Oh my gosh. LA has been so wonderful to me. I've been out here since 2011, so that makes 9 years.
Wow. So you never
Yeah.
went back. So that's a good sign.
Huh?
You never went back to Harlem. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, I moved out here in 2011. I stayed out here. I got married out here. I had all my kids out here. One of my kids was born in San Diego, the rest LA and touring, so whatever. So I have made California my home, definitely.
Mhm.
It's always been a dream of mine growing up in Harlem. You know, I grew up in the projects. I'm not ashamed to talk about it.
You
Even
shouldn't
going,
be. It's growth. You know, a lot of people get stuck. Oh, I'm from the projects and this is what we do and this is how we act. No, there's growth. You can get out of the projects. You don't have to be a product all your life in the project. So that's good that
exactly.
you're not ashamed of that. Why should you?
No, I mean, I didn't have a choice. I was a kid, I was a baby. That's where my parents live. But the good thing about that is that I had a dad that would travel a lot. So he would take me out of the projects and take me to Niagara Falls and Virginia and Florida and Dominican Republic. And we were just always on the road, just, you know, a family that just travels a lot. I was
Right.
never, you know, and I was very influenced by music my whole life. I have a family member that knew people, like promoters that did concerts in Madison Square Garden. So I've been going to Madison Square Garden since I was a baby,
Woo!
like backstage, you know. So it wasn't just, oh, I'm a project kid and I'm just staying in the project and I see all these crack pipes on the floor and stuff like that.
Right.
It was I was influenced and inspired very, I mean, I'm talking about like 1 year old, 2 year old, by the music industry because of the connections that my family already had to like los merengueros, the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans that would do like this big concerts in Madison Square Garden. And I was there. My mom used to tell me, you was a little girl and you didn't want to stop dancing the whole night.
Oh, look at that.
Madison Square Garden, this little girl, I didn't sit down. I did not sit down. Not once. My mom was like everybody would be like, that's not normal. Like she should be tired. She should be sleeping. Matter of fact, she should be at home.
Absolutely.
Why y'all
Absolutely.
bring?
And Madison Square Garden, I actually work for Madison Square Garden. So we're on a timeout right now. Hold on, let me make sure we're still here. I see it moving. I don't know. She got frozen, guys. Hopefully we come back. Oh, IG. Be nice. Be nice to us. I think she has to fix her reception. Can you guys see? Okay, I think she got cut off. Okay. So we're gonna bring her back on. It's not a big deal. We got it. Well, we're not supporting the hate. We're getting back in line. So
Oh
okay,
my
we're
God.
good. So yeah,
IG.
IG, yeah, I mean, I love IG. It gives us life. So I'm not gonna bad talk it. You know, it is an app. It's not, you know, a telephone
Right.
conference. You know what I mean?
Right.
I work for MSG and it's the most amazing place to work. It hosts 20,000 people and is the center of the universe. Don't let me get started on my script now, okay? I gotta actually remember what I have to say. And as a little girl, I could imagine how intimidating that could be because it's so big. And the fact that that didn't intimidate you and you found like an aura of a spirit there to be who you are says a lot. So it looks like it's in the blood already.
It was like, it wasn't big enough.
Yeah.
Like, for me. Like,
is DNice big enough for you with 100,000 people?
No. Like,
I love it.
Like I reach for more, and
absolutely.
like
as you should.
As a little kid, all those influences made me fearless.
Yes.
Like anything is possible. I mean, just think about it. I think about Blue, Beyonce's daughter.
She's a star.
How Blue is witnessing her mother on stage and what that may be like in her head. Like in Blue's head, nothing is impossible.
Yeah. The same thing for Mariah Carey's kids. I mean, the epitome.
So you have a little project girl in Madison Square Garden, backstage or in the seats, or you know what I'm saying? And I've been backstage when I was an adult too. You know, Jay-Z's 9/11 concert. I don't know if you remember that. I mean, but it's always recurring. Like Madison Square Garden is a place that I'm just comfortable with.
Yes. It's a beautiful place to be. Even working there, it's just amazing.
So I asked myself, like, why did all of those things happen? And it has to be a reason for all of that. And
absolutely,
it just makes me feel like I used to tell, I told my husband, like, my most comfortable place on earth has to be the stage. Like, because when I'm on stage, I'm like looking at the lights and I'm like, oh, this is home. And I get to like just be free. I don't see, because you don't see, you're blinded by the lights. You know what I'm saying? So you don't see like the whole crowd and who's looking at you. I hear
that it feels very lonely up there.
Exactly. Exactly. It feels like it's just you. It's just
meanwhile, you have
in front of the
mirror. At you. I know.
It's just you in front of the mirror, or hold on, like my phone keeps. I'm sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's like it's just you, like in the shower or in front of the mirror, because you can't see who's out there. It's completely dark. You know.
Yeah. So bringing you back to being a child, when did you start realizing that you wanted to sing? Who is in the family that was an influence? Because I hear you keep saying mom and dad and backstage MSG. Like, what's your background, Missy?
Oh my God.
What kind of family did we grow into? And what's your nationality as well?
Well, if you haven't guessed by now, I'm Dominican.
Okay. Not that it matters, but I just want to get to know you. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, it's like not a secret because I've always, been talking about it like for a long time. But yeah, Dominican. Growing up, I think my family was my first influence. Honestly, being Dominican, we have something called perico ripiao. Have you heard of perico ripiao? What nationality?
Puerto Rican, but from the BX, born here.
Okay.
So I need to kind of get up on certain things, and I'm learning a lot, especially from our last guest, Malu, who gave us a whole story about Puerto Rico and the flags and all, which was crazy.
Oh yeah. So in DR we have merengue típico, which is perico ripiao, merengue típico. So what happens is my family, they get in a circle, or they circle, square, whatever they want to do, and one just starts with the drums, bop, 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 and then the other one starts with the guira, and then the other one gets another instrument, and then they just start making music.
What did they call that? Do they call that campo music?
Yeah, it sounds a lot. It has a lot of African influence.
It's beautiful.
It sounds like straight up Africa.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But it's true. I mean, that's where we got our music from, the drums and all that. Yes, absolutely.
No, and not just that, but like also the hymns that go with it. Like once they start with the da, 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 then you have like these voices of older women coming in, And it takes you back to way past DR. It takes you back to somewhere in Africa,
And
honestly.
it's spiritual. Like it takes
It
over you.
really,
That's
it
why you'll see people just going crazy dancing because the beat just moves them, you know? And
right.
then, yeah, yeah.
It really is. And so imagine that, like being a kid, hearing this, hearing these drums, hearing this guira, hearing these hymns, these like amazing vocals that goes with that. Like you just inspired, like right
Absolutely.
away, you know? So
Who?
I would say my family first was my first inspiration. And
Mhm.
then of course, you know, we have all of the greats, you know, rest their souls, Prince, Michael Jackson, Bill Withers. Oh my gosh.
So many. We've lost so many.
I mean, and then you have like Stevie Wonder. Happy birthday to him. He just
70
made,
years old, man. He
yes,
got through this whole business being blind. Like, you can
exactly.
do anything, guys.
Like somebody check up on Stevie Wonder and like don't let anything happen to him. Quincy Jones, you know.
Yes. Who's in
I
his
mean,
80s right now.
I
And I
mean,
just saw his, hold on, I just saw his documentary and he's been in the hospital so many times and he still is doing what he does.
he like is
Amazing.
he's a mind blower, you
Yeah.
know. Um,
And
then
God
we
bless
have
Andre Harrell.
rest in peace, Andre
Mm-hmm.
Harrell,
Mm-hmm.
amazing talent,
Mm-hmm.
Uptown Records,
Mm-hmm.
Harlem. That's
Mm-hmm.
Harlem. You
Yeah.
feel me? And then growing up in Harlem, you have
Mm-hmm.
so much happening in Harlem when it comes to the Harlem Renaissance, arts, poetry, music, and then my school. Um, you know, my chorus teacher in my school, she was like, you need to sing, period. You need to be on stage, period.
Beautiful. Beautiful. It's
So,
good to have that encouragement because a lot of times people are knocking you down and saying that you can't sing and you can't do this and you can't do that. And then you're like, pow, get in line. This is where I'm at now.
you
Just
know,
motivation, that's all.
and I wrote something about that. I think it was yesterday. It was a post or the day before yesterday. I said perfection is paralysis. I'm not
Absolutely.
gonna sit here and claim that I'm a perfect singer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Mariah Carey. I try. Ask
Of
my
course.
husband. It's like I be trying, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to get those notes,
Of
Mariah, but
course.
I be in my house like, yo, Mariah Carey is the GOAT. Did you hear that? Did you hear that octave? Like,
I love her. I've been a fan since day one, Vision of Love. I love her. When I meet her and interview her, I know I freaking made it. All right.
Dewan, don't try to play me, boy. Does she try? Look, I be like,
At least you... Some people can't even do that. Oh, I love it. That can be so good in a song. Like you're good.
yeah. I
You don't
mean,
need a lot of that.
hey, I be imitating Mariah. Like Mariah. Okay, so if you want to know who I listen to
Please.
that goes with my voice, first of all, I call myself. Well, somebody else called me. I'm gonna tell you the first nickname. The first nickname was Baby Janet. I'm Baby
Oh,
Janet Jackson.
what a compliment. What a
Right,
compliment.
right.
Do we
I'm,
dance too? Are we a dancer too or just a singer?
do I dance? I'm about to shoot this video next week, and y'all about to see. Y'all about to
Please share it so I can promote it. I can't wait to see the video.
listen. I'm like, okay, I gotta do my movements. They gotta see, like, I'm a little ballerina, like, but I'm a little like ghetto ballerina. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true. I got you.
So the first nickname is Baby Janet.
Okay.
And the second nickname, which I actually absolutely love because they on point, is the Hood Sade.
Oh, you do look like her too. Sade's gorgeous. To this day, she's gorgeous.
Bruh. They call me the Hood Sade, and I was
Oh my
like, I
God.
was so gassed. I was like, oh my God, Like,
I love
Hood
it.
Sade, to the point where I want to make shirts that says Hood Sade. Like, I'm Hood Sade. Like,
And your husband's all ready for it because he's like tagging up and he's all ready.
he's so ready. I told him, I was like, yo, that would be so dope to have a picture of Sade, but like, no, or something that says like Hood Sade or something.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. So
Yeah,
explain the song a little bit, Live Better. Like, it's a powerful message. The timing is perfectly great.
right.
And it's so catchy, girl. It would be like, I believe that if we had the festivals and the Puerto Rican parade in New York, that would be like out there.
Yes.
So let's talk about the title first and like how you came up with it and your style. What can we expect from you? I have so many questions. What can we expect from you?
Okay, so the song is written and produced by GetInLine.
Okay.
GetInLine, the legend. He wrote so many hits for Bad Boy Records. Just look him up.
I will.
Jack
And I will
Knight,
connect with him.
He has written so many hits, and it's such an honor and a pleasure to have him on my team. He basically was like, yo, I heard the record, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, this is a hit. And the fact that I picked it and said it was a hit, he saw something special in me, because artists usually don't have ears for picking great songs.
Absolutely.
So the label, what happens is the label says, hey, Rihanna, this is a hit. Cut it. That's what happens.
Okay.
But for the artist to hear, like, okay, like Whitney Houston, her A&R was Clive Davis.
Right.
So Clive Davis was picking Whitney Houston hits, right? Whitney Houston wasn't listening to stuff and was like, oh my gosh, this is a hit. I gotta cut this record. That
would it even would have it even mattered if she did or not? Because that's their control, isn't it? That's the whole thing about being signed, no? You don't have really control of much.
The thing is that they don't even have that opportunity, because they not even in that mind frame. They just are the artist that is told what to do, cuts the record. They're just the vocals. They're the vocals. They're the vocals. They're the brand. They're the face of this record.
Got it.
Because the person that wrote it, like Carrie Hilson, Carrie Hilson wrote Icebox for Omarion.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes. Quincy Jones wrote so many of Michael Jackson's records.
Yeah, absolutely.
So these artists are just the face for these hit records.
Yeah.
It's like it's a branding thing. You know what I'm saying?
Are we signed? Are we signed? Are we signed?
Are what?
Are we signed to a label, or you're staying independent?
Oh, I don't know about that, because the way the business is set up these days, you don't really want to sign. You have more control being independent. You get more of the reward, because once you sign, it's like you don't really make any money.
Absolutely.
They basically become your pimp.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you give all of that money to them. But what you do get is you do get on the back end, you get famous. And you get endorsements from Nike. So you make your money different ways. And they also got something called like 360 deals, where they take a lot of your concert money as well. So they take money on all fronts from the artist, and they leave the artist really broke. Like,
and we've heard this for years.
Yeah. With
many groups and many artists. If that wasn't the case, would you sign, or would you still be independent?
I wouldn't sign. I don't think I would sign, because
you're not selling your soul because that's basically what you're doing. Yeah. That's how people get to the top. They sell their soul, and it's not a good thing. That does not come with good things.
No. And trust me, So a little bit about me. I was in the music industry some years ago, and I had a deal on the table and everything. I had a record in New York with Busta Rhymes. I have my first record I ever recorded is called Party Train, and Busta Rhymes got on it, and it was on the radio. All the DJs were spinning it. That's why I have so much love from the DJs now, because I've already cultivated that relationship when I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? And I was really young, and the record took off, and all of the DJs, like how they are now, they were just on the record. And people were looking at me like how they're looking at me now. And they're like, we found the next J-Lo. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, they want to put us in that bracket of being Latina.
Yeah, but then it's more than just J-Lo, because I got color to me. It's more than just J-Lo. Not just, and
you're styling her. You're styling her.
J-Lo, but Black and all across the world, because she looked Indian. She looked like she hear that oak tree in the forest when it's growing.
No, you just see it. If you're open and you're observing, you see it day by day growing.
The majesticness of an oak tree, how solid it is, how amazing an oak tree is. You don't hear it growing.
Absolutely.
It's just growing, and then you see it. You like,
where that came from?
Right. So
absolutely.
Be like God's creation. Be like nature. Be just natural and grow like the trees. They grow in silence, bro. Like you don't have to announce your growth. You don't.
Yeah, because I'd rather let people see it. I would like people to see my hustle. So when it happens, they're like, yes, she did that. And I did it by myself. You know, this business, there's a lot of, you can know I know so many people, good people in the business, because I've invested in my brand. I'm serious about my shit. You know what I mean? And you still have people that are very stingy with helping you. And they're the ones cheering you on. They're the ones that are coming to your show and being on your platform. They're the ones that are telling you how amazing you are and how you should be on top and you should be on a network. But then when you need their assistance for any little thing, it's like, who's around? It comes right back to yourself.
I always say it's not until you don't need their help that now they're willing to help.
Yes. What is that? What is that?
It's just life, bro. Like, it's just like, people are not willing to help until they're going to want to help when you don't need their help no more. Like, I got this. I'm sorry. I don't need management. I got this.
Good for you.
You should have been here when I needed you.
Yeah, we all need a village.
Huh?
I said we all need a village. Everybody needs a village. We're all in the same network. We're all going to meet somewhere in life. We're all going to get on top. You may need me as a host to put you on my TV platform, and I may need you. So let's work as a team, especially when you see someone very serious about their shit and you respect. You know, I'm always being called a hustler, but I'm a hustler, but you're not helping me out. But I'm so much of a hustler, I'll take care of it myself. You know? I've been feeling a certain way about that recently. I don't know why, but, you know, sometimes you got to brush it off. Tell people to get in line.
Exactly. So, I mean, right now at this point in my life, I feel like I need somebody 100 times better than me.
Absolutely.
I need somebody smarter than me, faster than me, wiser than me.
Yeah.
Got more than me, because right now I'm
one person.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing everything that you see.
You can't think of everything.
Right. Jack Knight, he's on my team. Shout out to Copa TV. He is running the record. He's giving all of the DJs the record, and he's calling the radio stations up and stuff. So
wow. Hold on, can I interrupt you for 1 second? Yo, he got to DNice with all this stuff going on. That's a hustler right there, homie.
Shout out to DNice, who just so happened to be a legit friend.
I love him. I'm addicted.
Who just so happened to be bored one day, and he came on IG Live, and I was like, oh my gosh, my friend is on IG Live. So I'm part of the first 200 people that he talks about. Yeah, he always shouts me out. So there's key people in my life, my husband, my family, DNice, Copa TV, Jack Knight, Chris Pensett, Dave, and like I have key people in my life that are in this with me. You feel me?
Absolutely.
From day one, like Jack Knight was like, yo, you should cut the record.
And it's called Live Better. Where do we get the title? What made you name that?
So it's a record. When I listened to it, it was like, okay, this is a hit. And I was thinking about, which artist, because I came back to the industry as business, like an A&R, basically.
Oh, good stuff.
Yes, I was like, no, I'm not doing this whole artist thing anymore. I'm a family woman, and I'm gonna just do business. So I'm listening to the record and trying to put the record on somebody else. And Jack Knight said, why don't you cut it? That's what happened. And then when I started listening to it more and more and more and more, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is like a testimony song. It's a testimony song about my life. Like, I was really looking for answers. I was looking in a mansion, when I was a kid, 19, 20, all of that stuff happened, everything you hear in that record, like, legitimately happened to me. Like, I wasn't in Morocco though, and I wasn't on Amalfi Coast. But it's like a record. It was like a testimony record about my life. Oddly enough. And sometimes some things happen that just make sense. And it was almost like the record was waiting for me, because he had the record on the computer for 3 years.
What?
That hit.
Did it have vocals on it already? Did it have vocals on it? Or you wrote that?
No, yeah, I completely sung that, all the background vocals. That's now my song. And I changed some words to it. So
congratulations.
Yeah, so that's completely my song.
Okay.
When I heard it, it was Jack Knight on the vocals.
Okay, so that's weird. Hearing a man singing, right?
Yeah, so he was singing it, and then another guy by the name of, he's a vocalist. His name is S. Jones Personality. He was on the chorus. So when you hear the original, you'll be like, oh, okay, it's two men on the record.
Weird. Yeah.
Right. And when I heard the record, it was like the record was waiting for me to cut it. And so I cut the vocals, and the rest is history. Now you hear it with my vocals. That's it.
Beautiful. And it can be distracting to listen to the lyrics because the beat is so catchy. You just want to dance. And then you start saying, okay, what is she singing about? Because she has such a pretty voice, and the way your vocal arrangement on it is different. It kind of brings you back to a moment. Conserja Keisha, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. She said the record helps her get through quarantine, that everybody's proud of you, that you got it.
Her name is a little Spanish. It's Consejera. And then she put Keisha.
Consejera
Keisha.
Perdóname. Messing up that girl's name. I'm so sorry. I mean, how does that feel to be shouted out by DNice and have people like really catch on to the song? That has to be very empowering. You're a mom. Like, how's this all
so yes, Vine introduced me to Jack Knight. Thank you for the reminder. And then my husband was the one that said, because I have different vocals that I can use, right?
Okay.
And at first I was like, man, should I go with, this voice or this other? So I was playing around with the record. And I had like two different kind of voices on it. And my husband was the one that picked that vocal. He was like, no, you should sing it like, Janet or Sade or, like how he loves when I sing falsetto. It's called falsetto. You know what I mean? So it's airy.
It's calm.
It doesn't require a lot of vocals.
No, no.
So really, like, the mic was like right here.
Really?
And I'm like, I was looking for answers.
Oh, I love it.
Mansion somewhere in. So you don't need, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you have to go into the booth and like just minimum, you know, just be minimum.
Yeah.
And don't try to be Beyonce. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't. Just do Billie.
Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane.
Billie,
we need different. We don't want Beyonces everywhere. I have to be in the mood for Beyonce and her whole diva beehive stuff. That's not someone I want to watch every single day. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And then Billie Eilish. Yes. Dope. When I heard her, okay, because I'm influenced by the soft vocal people. So it's Sade, Mariah, Aaliyah, Janae Aiko. Oh yes, I know what vibe you're going for. And then,
what do they call that vibe? Because a lot of people are doing that. We got Ella May. We got a lot of people doing that. What is that? What vibe, what genre of music, R&B is that?
But wait, then we have Billie Eilish. I hope I said her last name right.
Eilish or Eilish? Yeah, you're good.
Who won so many Grammys last year. And if you hear her vocals, they're quirky. Minimum. She's minimum. She doesn't do much. She just gives you air. Yeah. When I heard Billie Eilish, Eilish. When I heard her on top of all the others, I was like, just be you. Absolutely. Just give them what you have.
Absolutely. You will find your crowd. You will find your audience. We want things familiar, but we want things fresh. You know, reminiscent brings us that connection. Like, oh, she brought her voice sounds like 2000 R&B. Awesome.
And also, if you listen, it sounds like 80s. It sounds like 80s. 1980s.
Oh yeah. Like, it reminded me of like that freestyle R&B that was coming out. Absolutely.
You remember that?
Yes, of course I do.
In a Dream, I think it was Raquel.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I know her.
Dance music, and then she had like, you know, just 80s, 90s vocals.
Absolutely.
And when you listen, it's not necessarily, you know, church, you know, choir, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's not nothing crazy, but it sounds nice.
It's not Beyonce. It's definitely not Whitney Houston. They're in their own lanes.
Yep.
You feel me? But you still love it. You still rock with it. So
absolutely.
That gave me the confidence to say, man, I can do this. Let's go.
You see? We hold ourselves back. There's no such thing as fear. You know, that's made up in your mind, and we need to fight that, because once we get that out the way, you fly off. And I'm a testimony for that. You know what I mean? And so are you. So I know that lifestyle. Are we looking at an album? Are we looking at an EP? Or what kind of style are you willing to provide for us? Are you versatile? Like, what can we look forward to? Because I'm very excited, and I'm already listening to you, and now I'm personal with you, and I love it. And I hope that we can just continue to be industry family, because once you're on my platform, I just like to connect and just build from there, you know?
Let me tell you something. People that I've done this with 10 years ago, or 11 years ago, 12 years ago, people that I've done this with, those same people are now like, they got $1 million followers. I mean, million followers, 2 million followers. They're like the biggest blogger in the world.
Right.
And we still connect. We still connect. So you may be somebody that in 10, 12 years from now, I'm looking at like, oh my gosh,
I need to get on her show.
Oh my gosh, like, you could be like, you just never know. And
absolutely, and honestly, that's the goal.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I pray that you make it as big as you want to make it.
Thank you, love. I appreciate
And
that.
that you get to the networks if that's your ultimate goal. But honestly, we don't need the networks anymore.
I know.
We can be our own network. Like,
I know. But you know, when you want, you know, when you have a love, you want to like be on every platform. You want to be worldwide, nationwide. You want to be at the award shows. You want to have your own show and see it. You know, like Wendy Williams, you just want to see your name on the screen. Like, there's bigger goals. You know, I want to do carpets. I want to do events. I want to have my own show. Like, there's a lot going on, and I'm working towards it. It's been a hustle for the last few years. So, thank you. I appreciate
give up. Keep
Never.
going. Keep
Absolutely.
building. Keep doing it. And what you could expect from me is classic album. I'm looking to work with the greats. Of course, I just mentioned Jack Knight. Jack Knight is partners with Teddy Riley.
Oh!
That's his partner.
Yes, New Jack Swing. Oh, I gotta hook up with him. We gotta broadcast him a little bit. Would he be open for that?
Yes, I can call him up. I hope he's here. But
yeah, let him know. Drop a little dime. Teamwork make the dream work, girl.
Exactly. He would definitely. I'll talk to him. He should definitely be on IG Live a lot more.
Absolutely. We need to give flowers to the people behind the scenes. Like you said, the artists are just the face, but they're not the ones that are putting in the hustle and the work and the money. They're not signing checks. The people behind the scenes are amazing, and you'll be surprised to know who wrote what songs that you didn't even know about. And this is why I like DNice, because he puts the remixes with the old and the new, and we're like, what? That was a Prince song. I thought that was a Cisco song of Drew Hill. Like, it's amazing. You know, he talks about Nile Rodgers and Sister Sledge and who wrote for them, and it's like, who wrote Michael Jackson? Who was the background singer for that song? That was Michael Jackson.
Quincy Jones wrote
amazing.
A lot of Michael Jackson's records.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, when are we looking for this year to be like a new are we having a new release of a song? Are we letting it ride out? When can we expect an EP, I should say?
Yes, we are working on an album. We are working on an EP. Right now I'm focusing on Live Better only, because that's just for marketing purposes, the thing that you should do. Focus on one record at a time.
Absolutely.
While you're creating other records.
Yeah.
Let that record literally live and breathe. Let it breathe. Let it do what it do. Let it naturally grow. I'm not paying for spins. I'm not paying anybody. It's just naturally progressing and naturally taking its course. And I think that's the best route, because once you start paying for stuff, like it's a big mess. I mean, you see the big mess that's going on with 6ix9ine and Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber right now with the whole Billboard situation. Like, it's just a lot.
Yeah.
Start messing with the numbers, because you can.
Absolutely.
It's just better to just naturally progress, naturally grow your fans. Your fans grow with you. People just naturally hear about you. Like, it's just word of mouth is better. It's always better for word of mouth than to pay for a fan.
Absolutely.
You don't want to pay for fans. Like,
absolutely. And it's true. I deal with the same thing. You know, people look at my numbers and sometimes some don't think it's high enough, but mine are organic and it grows every day. So I know my following. When you pop up on my screen, I know who, out of 2,000 people, who you are and how genuine you are following me. I'm not showing no bodies, you know, no body that's attracting. I'm not paying. I'm not begging. I'm not sharing my stuff to follow like that. So it's good to have like a very nice, genuine community of support. Again, everyone keeps saying that they know of you through DNice. So I know you've done it already. But just please thank him again, because it puts you on the map for the ones that didn't know you before that. So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, yes, his name is coming up a lot. His name is coming up a lot.
I've done, if you look at my page, I've done videos.
She's done so much. And that's why I had to bring you on, because I'm like, people probably think she's new of who hasn't heard from you, but you're not new. You're maybe new to some of us, but you're not new. You've been in this business ever since a little girl, like you said. So,
yeah,
that's a star.
And DNice, I've made like videos thanking him. I've called him. We've been on the phone just laughing like, oh my gosh. He's literally said, yo, Jay, can you believe what's going on? And I'm like, actually, I told him, I was like, actually, I think I believe, I can believe it. Like, it's not, it to me, honestly, what happened with him was not a surprise for me, because DNice has always been nice.
Yes, but anything he does.
Listen,
anything he does.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't understand something. There is no party like a DNice party.
Absolutely.
Those are the best parties I've ever in life been to. I remember one in 2009 that he did for Lamar Odom.
Wow.
When Lamar Odom was married to Khloe Kardashian, I got to meet all the Kardashians at that party. Kris Jenner, Kim's mom, was like, oh my gosh, you are beautiful. Like,
wow, that is so dope. That is so dope.
But listen, DNice killed that party. Like,
he's always had it in him. He's always had it in him. It's funny because I was hosting the Windows of Hip Hop honoree show, and he was in the Bronx at Bistros, and they have it every year. And he was one of the honorees, and he wasn't there. I guess he was in LA and he couldn't make it. But I missed out on that. Now I'm busting my ass trying to get him on the show, and everybody's like, you're never gonna get him. He's fucking busy as crazy. And I'm just like, never say never.
Right. I
so
mean,
now
I can't get him on the phone now. I'm
you
like,
see? We gotta let his time pass a little bit. But he's an amazing, he's a musicologist, we call him, you know?
Yes.
And I love our chat and our time, and I want to say hello to everybody on this chat. You know, now we can get to know each other in the chat.
Right? Oh my gosh, so many people. I heard it from DJ Sus One. Oh my gosh.
Woo, Mariah Carey's DJ. Yes.
Another DJ. Shout out to DJ Sus One. Listen, I made a shirt called "Last Night a DJ Saved My Life." It's on my online store. Shout out to the DJs. They
make the world go round, girl. They make the world go round.
There would be no artists like myself that you would even hear of if it's not for the DJs.
Yeah.
So respect the DJ, buy the DJ a bottle, tip the DJs.
Absolutely.
Do what you need to do. Build that relationship with DJs. They are the most important gatekeepers of the industry.
Absolutely, because they're on the radio and they're also in their own venues, so everybody's hearing the song. So it's great support to have.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Oh, and anybody that has ordered, if you're in here, you know how it is. Printful is the company that I'm using with the whole COVID-19 situation. All of the merchandise that you order is made to order. It's made to order. So they gotta, once you put in your order in, then they gotta make the order, then they ship it out, and COVID-19 is just slowing everything up. But
absolutely.
Just trust the fact that it's in the works and you'll get it. Okay. If you're there, all of my customers, thank you so much for supporting me.
I love that. Is there anything you want to leave us with? Do you have any upcoming events? Are we doing any lives and performing on them? Like, you know, what's going on real quick?
Oh,
we have about, I think 5 more minutes.
Okay, so in 5 minutes, I'm going to just let you guys know that I do go live. I go live with my husband and sometimes with my kids. Me and my husband, we have this thing. Well, the fans, they created this thing called HJTV.
Okay, I saw that somewhere on the chat.
Have you heard of HGTV?
HGTV?
Yeah, like with the whole real estate, houses, flip the house.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's the same thing. Yeah.
So the fans created HJTV. I come on and I just show them around the neighborhood, and the neighborhood is like Malibu or Hollywood Hills or Santa Monica. And then my husband and I, we just go on crazy adventures. We just make the fans laugh, and the supporters, they're just always like, when are you guys coming back on? So we definitely are going to be on IG Live a lot more. as personalities.
Yes.
Definitely when I'm in the studio, I'll come on, give you a glimpse of that. Live performances, I mean, how live really could it be? I don't have, I don't know how to play instruments or anything like that. Like,
just sing, girl. Share your beautiful voice. Connect with your fans. That face is beautiful to look at. Don't worry about it.
Well, yeah. So we have also church quarantine on Sundays. We come on and we put on some praise music and gospel music, and we all just sing together. Like, it's just amazing. So they're getting to know my personality more, and they're like in support of that. They just love to just tune in. So that's growing actually. And so yeah, that's what you could expect. You could expect IG lives, you can expect more posts, and you can expect a big adventure coming soon.
I love it.
No, we're going on a big adventure really soon, and I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna do the live so that you guys can can be a part of this adventure for real. So
I like that.
Yeah.
I want to give you appreciation that you're a mom, a wife, a singer, a performer, a woman, a Latina woman at that. And you seem very balanced. You seem very at peace and excited. Is there one word that you can give as a tip?
One word?
Balance.
Okay, one word, and it's actually a name. And it's Jesus.
Oh, yes. Good girl. That's it. That's it. That sounds like, that's it. I don't even want to stop you here, but we need to just drop the mic.
And listen, I gave birth to 3 babies naturally. And the doctor came to my room and she was like,
we got 28 seconds left, baby girl.
Okay. The doctor was like, look, I don't know how you're so calm. How are you so calm? One word, Jesus.
We love you. We wish
thank
you
you.
the
Thank
best.
you.
We will connect behind the scenes. Follow her.
Definitely.
Guys.
Bye, everybody.
Support her. I love you. Thank you so much for being part of the DNice brand and being on my roster now, right?
De la isla de Puerto Rico hasta Nueva York. DNice, get your feelings to the middle of your core.
Love you
Never seen a
guys.
show that has been so fun. So let's go grab a seat and you better get in line.